Welcome back to Live Happily Ever Now. I am your host, Carrie Briggs. Hello, hello, and welcome to this week's episode. I am in a very heightened mood today, and I felt called to sit down and record, so that is what we're doing. And what I wanted to talk about today is I hate when I say that when I start an introduction, that's like what comes through, but it's just what comes through. So that's just what's coming through. You don't need another program. You don't need another modality. You don't need another book. You don't need another meditation. What you need is to become the woman who can hold it all. Because the reality is you already have all the things. You have the tools. You have energy work. Maybe you have Reiki. Maybe you have a different modality. You already have mentors. Or if you don't have a mentor, get a fucking mentor. You do desperately need a mentor. I have mentors. Our mentors have mentors. It's very important for healers to be held. You already know how to journal. You already know how to manifest and meditate and move your body and do all the things and all of that stuff. But what the problem is, where everybody gets stuck, including myself, is we don't know how to hold everything that we're calling it. We don't know how to hold it because we've never had it before. So when you start doing this really intense work and you start quantum shifting, and I hate the word that quantum shifting and ascending and all of this deep internal ancestral magical fucking work, and you start calling in higher and higher and higher and higher levels of yourself, your nervous system, your body's like, the fuck is happening? There's somebody driving in my driveway. Your nervous system is like, what the fuck is happening? We've never had this before. We don't know what it is. It's really scary as fuck. Like, really fucking scary. And what happens is we spend so much time, and I'm saying this from a place of I deeply understand this, spend so much time chasing and chasing and chasing and chasing. Chasing the money, chasing the clients, chasing the thing, chasing that, chasing that, chasing that. And you start getting these things in, but it's never enough. It's never enough. It's never enough. It's never enough. We need more money, need more clients, need more this, need more that, need more viralness. We need more growth. We need more expansion. We need more, we need more, and we need more. And we never just settle in what we have. And the reason that we're constantly feeding this need of more expansion, more growth, more money, more abundance, more love, more, is because we weren't taught how to be safe and hold what we have. So when we come at these things with the energy of I need more, it's not enough, I need more, it's not enough, I'm not worthy until I have this, I'm not, and then you hit that level, and I'm not worthy until I have this, and then you hit that level, and I'm not worthy until I have this, and you hit that level. You keep on constantly chasing these goals, and you're never allowing yourself to settle and pause in the energy of what you've created. So what happens is we call these things in, we don't feel worthy enough, and we fucking lose them. And we end up worse than when we started. This is why lottery winners, people who win the lottery, like 99% of the time, end up worse off in filing bankruptcy than they did before. Because our nervous systems cannot hold what they are calling in. So this works with every single area of your life. And I know that you can find patterns within this in your life. And maybe you've done a lot of deep healing work, but the people who are in my world haven't done this level of work yet. That's why you're here listening. And my energy and my medicine only goes out to the people who are ready to move into this next level. So the piece that you get to work on now, it's not another course, it's not another modality, it's not another whatever. It's about becoming the person, becoming the woman or man who can hold it all. And that is where the work is. And that work lies deep within your nervous system. Lies deep within the parts of you that you've hidden away for so long. The parts of you that you've been afraid to uncover. The part of you that is so scared to say, I'm afraid to make money because I don't think I can hold it. Or I'm going to be irresponsible with it. I'm afraid to call in more clients because I don't think I can hold them. I'm afraid of growing my business rapidly because I don't think I can sustain it. And you might be like, well, I don't have these beliefs, but there's somewhere there. There's some level of that layer of belief somewhere within your subconscious for whatever it is that you're calling it. And it's really uncomfortable and vulnerable to sit with those parts of yourself. The part of you that has to be, I'm afraid to make fucking money. I'm afraid that if I make money, my entire life will change. That I might lose people. People might judge and shame me. I might be irresponsible with money. I might lose it. I should, whatever it is. But when you start to become the version of yourself that can expand your capacity to hold everything that you're calling in, you get to sit with those parts of yourself and love them deeply. This is why I created Radical. This is why I created Radical, because Radical is a very quick method that helps you move through these intense emotions so that you can expand your capacity, feel safe in your body, expand your capacity, and call in your power. Because we want more power. We want more power is money, love, success, happiness, joy, abundance, everything that you've ever wanted. But if you don't feel safe enough holding it, you will not be able to expand your capacity to hold it. You just won't, because your nervous system will never feel safe. It will never trust you. So when I say you don't need another modality, I'm not saying you don't need to go learn a different healing modality to fix your mindset. You don't need to go learn how to connect to your wild ancestors from a million years ago. By all means, do that stuff if you want to do that. But if you're doing those things to fix yourself, they're only putting band-aids on things. And I'm not dissing any of those pieces of information or modalities in any way, shape, or form, because I do all that stuff. I can do Akashic records. I can do ancestral readings. I can do clearing of ancestral and karmic timelines and contracts. I do Reiki. I do energy work. I work in the meridian systems. I do all of these different things. I'm not saying don't do them. But if you're using them as an excuse to not do the real work, which is regulating your nervous system and expanding your nervous system to hold more, you're going to constantly be coming up against the same wall over and over and over and over again. This isn't a new method. This isn't a new, I mean, it's called the Radical method, but this isn't a new modality. This is simple nervous system work. If we were taught how to regulate our nervous system as children, we would not be as fucked up as adults as we are. We wouldn't be constantly going into overstimulation. I mean, also, we're in a very unfortunate time and space in our life. We're in America. Not all of you are, but a lot of us are in America, which is fucked up right now. The energy is fucked right now. We are in a society that demands hustle 24/7. If you're not doing it all, you're not doing enough and you're failing. We are in a space of deep death of the patriarchy. So there's all of these really big negative energies happening, okay? So we are in an unfortunate time to be in a space of regulation. So, but if we had these tools on how to regulate our nervous systems ourselves, we would not be struggling as much as we are. We would be able to expand at deeper capacities and opening and receiving and receiving and receiving. There's so many messages coming in right now, like it's fucking wild around all of this. Abundance is, this is a message that's coming through. Abundance is everywhere. Abundance is everywhere. There is no amount, like maximum amount of money in the world. Like this idea that when you're taking money, you're taking it from somebody else. That's not the way it fucking works. If okay, this is an analogy shown to me a long time ago. I don't know why this is coming through, but it's coming through, so I'm allowing it to come through. You're welcome. So there's a cabin in the middle of the woods. Rain is coming down. It is coming down and it is hitting this cabin. The rain doesn't go, oh, I'm just going to go through the building. No, the rain goes in the path of least resistance. So imagine that there are people out there who do not want money. Okay, we're just going to pretend for a minute. There are people out there who do not want money. The people who don't want money are like inside of this house. The rain is not going to stop raining because people don't want the money or rain, whatever. It's going to follow the path of least resistance to the most open channels. So it's going to go off the roof and it's going to flow down gutters to the people at the bottom of the gutters being like, I'm ready to receive. I'll take all the overflow of abundance. So anyway, side note, that was a side note of that. Abundance is everywhere. I love that. So if you needed to hear that, you're welcome. That came through really strongly. But if you don't feel safe enough receiving that money and you're constantly pushing it away because you're worried that you taking money is hurting somebody else, or you don't feel worthy enough receiving what you're fucking worthy of being paid, or you don't want to, you're overgiving, or you're whatever it is, you're constantly in this space of I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough to receive what I want to receive, I'm going to push it away. That's because your nervous system does not feel safe. Your nervous system does not feel safe enough holding and receiving and expanding deep, 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 deep layers of capacity. It just doesn't. So much editing today. So when we go into these spaces, so when I say you don't need another modality, you don't need another lesson, what you need is to learn to feel safe in your body. And it's so simple. It is so simple. That's why I created the radical method, because it's a 90-second switch, a 90 seconds to recognize, accept, and decide. And then you can move to the rest of radical if you want to. But even if you just use rad, recognize, accept, decide, you can start to retrain your nervous system that you are in safe spaces. So when you are trying to reach that, we're going to say you are sitting in a space and you're like, I'm going to start making $5,000 in my business. Okay. So you start getting up there. You start making like, you're at like $4,000 this month. You're like, holy fuck, I'm making $4,000. And then that nervous system kicks in. This isn't safe. We've never done this before. We're going to push it all away. I'm not worthy. I can't have this. I'm not good enough. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is that comes through your mind. And you start freaking out. And you might not recognize this, but you're going to notice that you're going to start not answering people, not showing up, not promoting, not doing what you know that you should be doing in your business. I don't want to say should be doing in your business. Not, messaging people back or commenting on social, whatever it is that you do in your business. You're like, I'm just going to close the door today, or I'm just not going to open today. You are self-sabotaging because of that fear of not being worthy enough to accept what you are calling in. So you get to sit with yourself in those moments of, am I in a nervous system reaction right now where I don't feel safe enough holding and receiving and growing and shifting and changing? Or am I just whatever, self-sabotaging, whatever it is? But that's why I created Radical, because you get to sit there and be like, recognize, I'm going to use the example of, we're going to say the $5,000. So you're hitting there, you're hitting $4,000, you work on social media, you have social media, you have all these things, you're showing up, you've been like gung-ho, yeah, lots of content, messaging people, emails, podcasts, all this stuff. I'm going through what I do every single month, KKK, cool. And you reach this point where like, you get all this ample, like people start coming in, people start paying you, all this stuff is moving and moving and moving and moving and moving, and then you freak the fuck out. You're like at $4,500, okay? And you're like, you were like, oh, this is awesome. Oh, it's not enough. Maybe it's not enough. Maybe I should do more. Maybe I'm not charging enough. Maybe I'm whatever. So that's where it starts. How am I gonna do it? I'm not gonna hit $5,000. I've never hit $5,000 before. This is not too good to be true. Too good to be true. That's the indicator. The too good to be true. This is not for me. I am not worthy enough of having it. I'm going to now self-sabotage. So then you start not showing up online. Stop making content. Not go on and talk to people on social media and like create those relationships. Not send out the email that you want to say. Not do the post you want to do. Not or cancel on a client or reschedule this client. You are self-sabotaging because your nervous system does not feel safe enough expanding and holding the things that you are calling in. This is why Radical has changed my fucking life. And it can change yours too. Because it's so freaking simple. It's as simple as recognizing I am freaking the fuck out. Why am I freaking out? Well, I don't feel worthy enough holding. I don't feel worthy enough. I don't think I can do it. I've never done $5,000 before. What if I change? What if that version of me changes if I make $5,000 a month? Am I going to be like, hoity-toity? Are my kids going to ask for more money? Are they going to ask for more things? Can I have money? What's going to happen if I become that version of me who's no longer stuck and complaining about money? What if I have to pay more in bills? What if I have to pay more in taxes? What if I increase my stuff and I have to buy more stuff for my business and I have to pay more out for my business? What if I do? So all of these pieces and parts, all of these stories are coming to the surface. And you're like, oh shit. And you can sit with them or you can ignore them. But sitting with them is recognizing I see all of this coming up. I can see that I'm scared. I can see that I'm really freaking the fuck out. I can see that I've never done this before and it's unknown. The unknown is scary. It is scary as fuck. I can see that there's a part of me that doesn't believe I'm good enough. I can see the part of me that is afraid I'm going to lose everything if I call more, because previous stories, the more that I call in, the more I lose. So we have these stories. You're in that recognition, that word. You've accepted it. I see you. I love you. I feel you. You are safe. You are worthy if you make $5,000. You're worthy if you make $10,000. You're worthy if you make $1,000,000. You're worthy if you make $1. What you make does not determine your worth as a human being or a spiritual being. Because let's be real, we just spirits living in human bodies, and this whole human experience is just fucking temporary. It's all a fucking game. It's all the Matrix. None of it exists. It's all floofy, whatever it is. I love you and you're worthy. And if you have to invest more in your business, that means you get to grow more. That means you're successful. And what happens if you go viral? That means you're going to help more people. You get to show up and help more people. It doesn't mean more work. It doesn't always have to mean more work. We don't have to live in that energy of hustle anymore. And then deciding, what am I going to do? Am I going to continue to self-sabotage, or I'm going to show up anyway? Am I going to show up and make that content or post that post or do that email or write that whatever or message that client or reach out to that person? Or am I going to stay scared and stay stuck? I don't know about you, but I'm going to choose expansion. But you have to learn to love yourself and hold yourself and accept where you are in that moment. Because every single time that you bypass your emotions and you say, it's fine, whatever, you are adding more fuel to the fire for your extinction. I don't know where that came from, but I like it. This is why I created Radical. This is why I work with empowered people, because you've done all of the things. You already know how to do all of the things. Now it's time to learn how to feel safe in your body to hold it all. And it's so simple. It's so simple. It's so simple, it's fucking stupid. And the amount of people that I have shown this method to, and it has said it has changed their life because of a very simple 90-second tool. That's why I created it, because it helped me. It helped me heal relationships to my body. I had really unhealthy eating habits, very unhealthy with my body. I healed my relationship with food and my body. It helped me move through and continuing to move through post-separation abuse. Helped me move through divorce. Helps me moving through parenting my children who are with all these different emotions. It helped me through ups and downs in my business. It's helped me through financial stress. It's helped me with my relationships. It's helped me with love. It's helped me with joy. It's helped me with reconnecting with everybody in my life. And it's helped me when people have had to leave. Radical has enhanced every single part of my life. It is the bridge between spirit and the body. It helps you harness everything that you've been doing because you're deeply fucking spiritual, babe. And it helps to bring it in the body. And when you start doing this work, you get to heal the toxic patterns that have been keeping you stuck over and over and over again. Whether it's in relationships and avoidant or attachment, anxious attachments with lovers, anxious attachments with money, anywhere that you are tying your need and your worth to some external source. A Radical can help you move that. It can help you when you're dealing in co-parenting stress or not co-parenting because the person's not parenting. It can help you when you're fluctuating, when your income is stretching and growing and shifting and changing. It can help you when you're in a job change and you're trying to take on a new role or you're switching fields entirely. It can help you when you're calling in friends or new clients or you're trying to expand your social media presence. Whatever it is, Radical can help you move through it, because it helps you to feel safe in your body so you can expand your capacity and call in your power. You can either work with me one-on-one, which is an incredible, beautiful option. I have one more space for one-on-one right now, up until the end of April, and then I can open up 2 more spaces. Or you can join my membership, Radical Reclamation, where you get instant access to Radical, and then we can start working on it. And it's a beautiful community-spaced membership. And you also get discounts working with me one-on-one. So if you're in Radical Reclamation and you want to work with me one-on-one, you actually get a discount if you're in the membership already, opposed to straight working with me. You also get discounts on having Reiki sessions done by me. You also get activations and clearings in the membership, and you get access to all of these incredible, beautiful masterclasses. I'm building an entire program on Radical, so you're going to get instant access to Radical Abundance, which I just recorded. You are worthy of so much more. You are made for more, baby. You are made for everything you've ever wanted. Now it's time to become the person that feels safe enough holding it all. I love you all. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next week. Bye.